sector, there's a digital revolution going on in our financial sector. Checks are nearly gone, cash is in decline, buy now, pay later, digital wallets and digital currencies are fast becoming the new norm.
And you can't give 7 billion people Bitcoin accounts because it's just too slow. But they can use crypto. Well, not a distributed ledger that's global. That will not work. And it's because of the whole nature of the concept of Bitcoin, which is like gold, which is a thing that you have to mine and you have to track it from point to point to point. And supposedly you have to keep track of it. And all these computers, it already takes as much computing power to do one transaction or it takes as much electricity as a household uses in a day, and this is for a very small portion of the money supply. But I would say that the whole cryptography idea is great, and what has come off of blockchain is great. But the first generation of this model is not going to work. The banks themselves are not looking at blockchain. Well, Satoshi Nakamoto never used the term blockchain, so it's not really clear what a blockchain is. But they looked at blockchain at first, meaning a distributed ledger that was global, and they decided that it was too slow. And so now what they're using is something they're using Ripple, which is a series of blockchains or a series of ledgers, which is what banks do anyway. They clear ledgers within their own bank, and then at the next level they clear them at the level of the Federal Reserve, and at the next level they clear them through the SWIFT system. So this cryptography that they're looking at and using and liking is very efficient. It's good for everybody. It's cheaper. You don't have to have all these middlemen. But it is not literally a universal distributed ledger, which actually won't work.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all having a great day. Once again, I'm back with some more news. We had this come out 31 minutes ago. BIS joint pilot institutions can use CBDCs for international settlements. Now, I read an article about this back last year saying that this could put Ripple under threat as they will be using their own protocol. So interesting to see. BIS, are they using Ripple's protocol or have they made their own? Is yet to be seen, but I did read in the article, it did say that this could pose a threat to Ripple for cross-border payments, as these will be creating CBDCs. But in my opinion, CBDCs will not be the be-all and like the go-to thing. It still doesn't eradicate the problem of currencies and the debt situation. So in all honesty, I don't believe it is a threat to XRP and Ripple. But we'll see how it plays out. So this came out yesterday. The US may force companies to disclose climate risk, marking a historic change. Now, if most of you that don't know, I've been mentioning carbon tax. They're going to be taxing the life out of people due to CO2 emissions going into the future. Taxing companies, individuals is common, guys. Yeah, to me, it's just another agenda for the rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer. They're gonna tax the living daylights out of us. Yeah, that's what they're looking to do. How much do companies contribute to climate change, and how are they impacted by it? Those questions are at the heart of a major announcement expected on Monday from the Securities and Exchange Commission. The country's top financial regulator is expected to propose the new disclosure rules that would require companies to report their contributions to greenhouse gas emissions, as well as how climate change might affect their businesses. It's part of a global push by regulators to acknowledge climate change as a risk to their economies and their financial systems. Investors are demanding companies disclosure potential risks and climate change. But some businesses worry climate-related government mandates could be invasive and burdensome. So there you go, guys. People are expecting that it's going to be a hindrance for companies at the moment. I mean, I've always had this theory that this could affect Bitcoin in a major way, because I don't think a lot of Bitcoin mining is energy sufficient. I mean, I know there is some parts of it that's gets used by renewable energies, mainly in some parts of the world, but I think majority of it is like it's really kind of consumes a lot of energy. I think it was what country was it? I think once a country somewhere, the whole grid went down because of the too much strain the Bitcoin mining was having on the electricity grid. But yeah, I think this is gonna kind of change a lot of things going forward. And carbon tax is coming for us, yeah. So keep that in mind, guys. This is the article that I wanted to show you guys. Why top international banks partner to use Ripple network. Now, here you can see that we've got the Bank of Canada and Israel, or one of the major banks in Canada and Israel, have teamed up with Australia, and they will be using or utilizing RippleNet to facilitate their cross-border payment transactions. An international banking alliance is using the Ripple blockchain network technology for cross-border payment efficiency. Banks from Canada and Israel signed an agreement with National Australia Bank, NAB, Australia's largest business bank, to improve the security and efficiency of their payment systems, share innovation strategies, and more. The Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CBDC, and Israel's Bank Leumi recognized small business banks are now using Ripple payment network for cross-border transactions as a result of their alliance with the National Australia Bank. The partnership is meant to enhance customer experience by reducing costs, speeding up the payment service, and improving security. Reportedly, transactions that could have taken up to 2 days to become effective can now be completed within minutes. So yeah, guys, it only goes to show that this lawsuit, to me, is just a smokescreen. I mean, Ripple is not made for the general public. It's for the banks, and they don't want us to own it. So, in my opinion, this is why we've got this lawsuit, is to throw the public off, make the public think that Ripple is a bad company and you shouldn't invest in it. And but when they're on one side, they got this lawsuit and they're kind of making it look bad, and then the other side, you've got banks and institutions are working with it and using it. So if you read between the lines, guys, then you'll be okay. You just make your own decisions. This is not financial advice, but make your own financial decisions, and you'll be able to see what's really going on. And with that being said, guys, hope you have a great day. Appreciate you taking the time out to check out the content. As always, I appreciate the love. If you could like and subscribe to help me to grow this channel, would be much appreciated. Also, follow the links in my description, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.